Hi, Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome back to my channel, The Sensei. Alah, lamanya tak upload konten dekat dalam YouTube channel ni kan. Dah bersawang dah pun dah bertahun dah tak ada konten. Okay, but today, yes, I'm back. Alright, since ada masa hari ni yang terluang untuk upload terkepit a little video, a small video, just small portion of video just to share with all of you. Okay, jadi today the focus is on the formative evaluation and summative evaluations, which is a compulsory or a crucial process in module development or any instructional materials development. Okay, jadi Sensei hari ini akan fokus kepada evaluations lah. Okay, evaluations dalam pembangunan modul. Dan sebenarnya the stages ataupun the process ni kita ambil banyak daripada instructional design punya bidang. Jadi bila kita search, that's why bila kita search about instructional materials, nak bangunkan modul and whatnot ni, dia tak sepopular instructional design. Okay, sebab modular based ni pun sebenarnya baru sahaja diperkenalkan. Macam dekat Malaysia pun sebelum-sebelum ni kita hanya develop the instructional materials and whatnot. Dan modular tu dia punya terms tu tak famous, tak digunakan secara meluas dalam kajian-kajian sebelum ini. Okay, sebab ramai yang merujuk kepada curriculum and instruction punya bidang, instructional design punya bidang. Jadi bidang tersebut tidak menggunakan istilah modul. Mereka banyak menggunakan istilah instructional materials, learning materials, okay? Dan kita pun dalam pilas education kita pun baru je nak masukkan yang modular base sebab kita nak buat future proof content punya education. So since that baru kita emphasize on the modular base punya materials for our instruction. Okay. Jadi jangan risau sebab benda ni sebenarnya kita boleh adjust bila kita tengok benda tu dilakukan dalam bidang instructional, but still kita boleh gunakan kat dalam kajian kita kalau kita nak bangunkan modul pun. Sebab more or less content dia lebih kurang sama, cuma mungkin terms yang digunakan berbeza. Okay, alright, so insyaAllah hari ini kita akan pergi kepada evaluation dulu. Okay, so let me share my slide. Sekejap 1 minute. Okay, so I really hope that you can see the slide currently. Okay, so today kita akan fokus on the evaluation in product development. Okay, so product ni means apa-apa produk je lah yang boleh dilakukan, yang nak dibina dalam kajian masing-masing boleh menggunakan proses untuk penilaian ini. Okay, alright, so yes, as we know, kalau kita tengok perspektif ADI, okay, kita ada 5 stages of development stage. So of course, it's starting with analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. Okay, so today's punya fokus, Sensei akan fokus dekat dalam development sahaja. Dekat dalam development. Kenapa? Sebab banyak proses penilaian akan berlaku di development punya phase. Right? Because more or less dekat development punya phase ni kita dah for about 90% kita dah ready with our product dekat situ. Jadi ada banyak proses penilaian yang akan berlaku di fasa development. Walau bagaimanapun bagi yang sudah biasa dengan stages of RD ni for instructional design ni, memang di setiap fasa tu kita kena ada what we call as a formative evaluation. Contohnya dekat analisis, bila kita habis di proses analisis, dan kita kena make sure that everything is in its place. Okay, and then kalau kita dah habis design, kita pun kena pastikan yang kita kena buat formative evaluation untuk pastikan everything is in its place too. But for development punya proses, dia agak crucial sikit untuk kita buat beberapa kali proses untuk evaluate our product. Since after development tu kita dah masuk nak ke dalam, kita dah nak jump into the implementation ataupun the real implementations to make sure that our effectiveness of the product and whatnot. Okay, so now bear with me. Please stay. Now, kita nak fokus hari ni development phase. Okay? Alright, so overall, yes, we have the formative evaluation and summative evaluations. Okay, kita ada dua jenis penilaian. Okay, formative evaluation ni sebenarnya kita nak pastikan kita punya produk tu menepati ciri-ciri ataupun menepati objektif yang telah di-predetermine di awalnya sebelum kita boleh implement kepada real participants. Okay, so formative evaluations ni dia akan berlaku in between the stages. Whereas summative evaluation ni pula merujuk kepada the final test, the final evaluations for the whole stages, maksudnya the final product ni kita dah consider produk kita ni memang dah meet every objectives that we have predetermined earlier, then it is ready to be implement to the real participants, then that is the point bila berlakunya summative evaluation. Okay, now kita tengok sikit kepada sumber yang Sensei rujuk, which is Alan Postmeyer ni. Dia cerita apa pasal formative and summative Okay, I'll share my slide. It's not the slide, it's a word. You know, it's a Mandalay. Okay, so Sensei open dekat Mandalay. Okay, so as you can see here, Allen ni ataupun Crossmeyer ni dia mendefinisikan formative evaluation ni sebagai process of collecting data that can be used to revise the instruction before implementation, thus making the instruction more effective. Okay, so ini adalah tujuan kita buat formative evaluation. Sebab ramai yang tanya Sensei, kenapa kena buat formative evaluation banyak-banyak kali? Kadang burden, it's a burden dan dia menyusahkan. It's not about menyusahkan. This is your study. This is your product. Okay, so you really need to determine that your product is as effective as it is and as practicable as it is when it comes when you want to implement your product to your real participants. Kan? Jadi itu adalah tanggungjawab kita. Okay, so this one is parallel with the definitions by Klossmeyer, which is beliau menyatakan bahawa formative evaluation is crucial, okay, because this is the process where we collect our data, okay, and then kita revise the product sehinggalah produk itu mencapai satu tahap standard yang boleh kita implement kepada real participants kita supaya produk kita tu benar-benar berkesan. So later on bila kita nak test the effectiveness, all the changes towards dependent variables, okay, our observation tu is due to the independent variables. Bukan kata faktor lain yang mempengaruhi, tapi kita punya independent variables yang mempengaruhi dependent variables punya outcome. So this is very crucial, guys. Right, now, whereas for summative evaluation, based on Klossmeyer punya perspektif, dia kata is the process of collecting data following implementation at least one training or class event in order to determine its effectiveness, how well it satisfies the instructional goals. Okay, of course, when once we are developing something, then we really need to make sure that our implementations, our results, our outcome, okay, is actually satisfy the instructional goals that we have predetermined earlier. Okay, if not, then not necessary. If not, then it's meaningless lah. Kalau kita buat produk, tapi tiba-tiba produk kita akhirnya tidak menepati objektif yang telah dibangunkan. Macam tu. Okay, so this actually the definitions for formative evaluation and also summative evaluation. Okay, dari segi perspektif Sensei pun parallel lah with this Klossmeyer. And if you want to rujuk, janganlah petik nama Sensei, tapi petiklah nama Klossmeyer ni because he is one of the prominent author for RD instructional design. Okay, right. So let's go back to our slide. Alright, so kita clear pasal formative evaluation and also summative evaluation. Now, today punya fokus is instead of nak tengok dua-dua jenis summative and formative, Sensei nak fokus kepada formative evaluation. Okay, sebab ramai juga yang confused. What type of formative evaluations that I need to run okay, in order to determine my product is effective or not. Okay, so ada beberapa jenis formative evaluation that you all can do in the study. Okay, jadi hari ini kita fokus formative evaluation dulu. So later on next video, tak tahulah tahun bila nak next video, but insyaAllah next video kita akan fokus on summative evaluation pula. Alright, so now in formative evaluations, there are three typical phases of formative evaluation. Okay, this one is also based on cross-measure. Perhaps if you refer to another authors or another prominent authors, it will differ slightly here and there. Okay, so no worries, no worries. As long as you have the justifications and you can determine and you can make sure that those authors is a prominent authors and well known in the field, then you can rujuk to them lah. Tu dia bahasa campuration tak ingat. Okay, now let's go back to here. So we have three typical phases. Okay, the first one is known as one-to-one trial. So at this particular phase, the researcher need to do a trial one-to-one with that individual. Maksudnya kita dengan dia, kita duduk, kita sit down, and then those participants akan go through kita punya modules, go through kita punya objective, test, soalan test and whatnot, tapi kita dengan dia je. Sebab tu kita panggil dia one-to-one trial, right? So kalau katalah you all nak buat untuk 5 orang, but those session mestilah berlaku secara berasingan. Okay, you cannot accumulate all 5 them, gather all 5 them in one session and then do one-to-one trial, claim as one-to-one trial. Tak boleh lah. Itu adalah menyalahi konsep one-to-one trial. Okay, so if you are intended untuk test kepada 5 orang, that means you need to have 5 sessions with 5 different individuals. Okay, itu one-to-one trial. Right, so now, yes, how to say this, the objective ataupun the purpose of one-to-one trial ni actually kita nak tengok the obvious errors that occurs in our product. Okay, because when you go through one-to-one with that individual ataupun the participants that likely have ada kepentingan untuk menyertai kita punya modul tu tadi kan. Jadi kita akan nampak lebih clear dekat mana error dia sebab kita go through sama-sama dengan participants tu tadi. So every feedback from that participants kita akan record it. Tak kisahlah nak record it descriptively ke, nak record guna kamera ke, and then later transcribe and whatnot. Okay, and then collected from 5 individuals, then kita revise balik modul kita. Okay, so selepas habis complete one-to-one trial ni, kita kena pastikan everything is in its place. Jadi kita kena revise balik kita punya produk based on the feedback daripada participants yang individually kita buat tu tadi. Okay, alright. So siapa yang boleh terlibat dekat one-to-one trial ni? Okay, individuals of varying ability levels. Maksudnya kita nak tengok based on sample kita, mungkin contoh katalah pelajar kan, okay, pelajar cemerlang, pelajar berpotensi, mungkin pelajar a little bit weak kan. Jadi kita akan involve all of them. Kita ambil a different types of persons lah, varying in dia punya ability levels. And also individuals who have any reasons for participating in the planned course of the study. Okay, so boleh pilih je sesiapa yang menepati ciri-ciri ataupun mempunyai similarity dengan kita punya participants in the real implementation nanti. Okay, one-to-one trial. Now, the second one, after we finish one-to-one trial, kita pun dah revise kita punya product according to the findings dalam one-to-one trial. Okay, kita may proceed to small group trial. Small group trial ni, kalau ikut Clausmeyer, dia punya numberings tu adalah approximately optimum number adalah daripada 8 orang hingga 20%. So it's your choice. Kalau you dapat 8 orang then go on with a small group trial. Okay, if you have 20 persons that willingly to, that you can select it and willingly to join, then 20% should be okay. Now, bila kita cakap pasal small group trial, it's not necessary that kita boleh buat main-main trial ni. Okay, walaupun dia adalah small group trial, and then it is a trial, and then this one is non-credential punya test. Okay, this one is just macam kita nak enhance kita punya modul kan, dia bukan lagi pilot test yang sebenar. Jadi Walaupun begitu, kita kena pastikan all the settings, okay, all the instructional settings followed ataupun memang menepati objektif yang kita tetapkan. So all the process must occurs. Okay, bila kita buat instructional, memang kita kena ada proses-proses dia tu. So semua proses macam induction set ke, ataupun and then development of the development of the content, lepas tu ada quiz, ada evaluations and whatnot, semua benda tu kena dilakukan walaupun ia adalah small group trial. So kita kena ambil put and effort jugalah, sama dengan a real setting yang kita plan nanti untuk pilot test and real implementation. Okay, alright. So small group trial ni dia punya purpose adalah untuk nak melihat revision yang kita dah revise tadi tu kan, all the things that we revise according to the one-to-one trial punya dapatan tu tadi, adakah dia berjaya untuk dilakukan dalam small group punya setting. Okay, itu intention kita untuk buat another trial with a small group 8 to 20 person. Okay, small group trial. Now the third one will be field trial. Okay, now the purpose of the field trial is to determine whether the instruction can be utilized in the intended context. Selepas kita dah dapat small group trial punya feedback, ini depends ya pada you all untuk buat sama ada nak dapatkan feedback tu secara questionnaire, secara kuantitatif ataupun kualitatif as a descriptive information je pun boleh, tak ada masalah. Okay, when I say descriptive information means bila kita buat during the small group trial tu, kita record, okay, and then later kita pun observe and then kita pun jot down what's happening, okay, what is the error ataupun what is the enhancement yang kita kena buat dan sebagainya. Okay, that one is a descriptive one lah. Okay, itu pun boleh, tak ada masalah, right? Narrative, descriptive, quantitative, qualitative boleh guna masa small group trial. And then later, lepas kita dah identify what are the criteria ataupun what are the elements that we need to enhance after small group trial tu, kita akan proceed pula, revise. Kita revise kita punya produk and then kita proceed to the third phases, which is the field trial. Okay, so the purpose of the field trial ni memang kita nak determine sama ada setting ni boleh tak utilize dalam setting yang kita telah predetermine ataupun dalam konteks yang kita dah plan untuk kita buat later dekat dalam real implementation, right? So itu dinamakan sebagai field trial. Then dekat mana pilot test? Jang. Pilot test akan berada dalam field trial. So dalam field trial ni kita ada dua jenis pula pilot test ataupun dua jenis pula evaluation. Okay, let's go to field trial, which is the third phase from the typical phase of the formative evaluation tadi. Jangan confuse Sampai to this point, please don't confuse. We are looking into formative evaluation. Formative evaluation ada 3 phases. 3 typical phases. Kalau nak tambah, boleh tambah. Silakan. Okay. So the first one, kita ada one-to-one trial. The second one, kita ada small group trial. The third one, kita ada field trial. Okay, so now kita nak fokus kepada the third phases, which is the field trial. Now, dalam field trial, ada 2 jenis pula testing. Okay, the first one, bila kita sampai je dekat field trial, okay, the first phase will be kita nak kena buat non-credit field test. Okay, so non-credit field test ni, dia approximately dah dekat sama dengan pilot test, tapi dia non-credit. Kita tak bagi credit kepada participants. Okay, sebab apa? Sebab results, apa pun results yang kita dapat dekat dalam non-credit field test ni, it is not guaranteed yet to fulfill the intended objective. Maksudnya kita hanya tengok-tengok je waktu tu. Dan credit field test ni kita just nak prepare for our real pilot test. Okay, tapi kita tak akan ambil kredit, kita tak akan letakkan kredit pada non-credit field test. Just nak cuba-cuba boleh run tak dalam group yang besar, setting macam ni okey ke tidak. Okay, so it is not guaranteed yet that we can implement to the real participant after non-credit. Okay, so now what we want to do, lepas non-credit field test, in case masih lagi ada error and what not, kita kena revise lagi produk kita. Okay, last but not least, dah satisfy dah dekat non-credit field test, barulah kita akan pergi kepada credit bearing pilot test. Okay, so kat sinilah pilot test kita. Right? So, pilot test ni dia akan undertake a field trial for credit, as this is the final stage of the formative evaluation stage. Jadi ini adalah kita punya final stage. So, what it is will be as it is. Okay, kalau katalah dekat pilot test tu any errors come out ataupun ada lagi yang kena ditambah baik dan sebagainya, inilah yang kita kena tambah baik. Maksudnya ini adalah the last point yang kita perlu tambah baik before kita jump into the real implementation. Right? So maksudnya kita kena ada dua pula dekat field trial ni. Okay. Guys, please look it like this. Okay, bila kita buat banyak kali formative evaluation, means our product tu tadi, bila sampai dekat kita punya real implementation ataupun real participants, the product tu almost 90% confidence yang kita boleh fulfill the learner's needs. Macam tu cara dia. Okay, kalau tidak kita buat main-main je kan. Develop, pilot test terus. And then later banyak sangat error. Okay. Kemudian kita pun cakap, tak apalah nanti kita implement je lah. Nanti apa-apa kita discuss je dekat dalam findings. Okay. That is not the real, that's not a correct process in development punya product, in product development. Balik. Okay. Alright. So, those are the formative evaluation stages. And dekat mana ini akan berlaku? Ini akan berlaku dekat development phase. Okay. However, ada however dia. However, according to the same author that I refer, which is Crossmeyer tadi, pilot test ni tadi boleh juga berlaku di fasa implementation. So it depends. Kenapa tahu? Sebab ada author yang buat macam ni. Formative evaluation ni waktu dalam development dia buat sampai small group trial je. Sorry. Dia buat sampai small group trial. Okay. Kat sini dia buat sampai sini je. Right? No. Bukan. Tipu. No. Yes, ada certain author yang buat sampai small group trial je. And then the field trial, dia buat dalam fasa implementation. Then they report as a formative evaluation for implementation phase. Pun ada. Okay, ada certain author, dia buat sampai field trial dekat dalam development process. Cuma field trial dia sampai sini je. Sampai non-credit field test. Okay, kat sini ni dimasukkan dalam fasa development. Okay, whereas credit bearing pilot test ni dimasukkan ke dalam fasa implementation. Okay, and then it is considered as formative evaluation for implementation phase. Pun ada. Okay, so itu boleh rujuk dalam Crossmeyer lah. Nanti nak bagi ke tak, nak mampu ke tidak, tak apa, nanti Sensei bagi dekat Facebook pun dah ada share sebenarnya the statement that Crossmeyer say pilot test tu, it depends on the judgmental of the researcher, okay, to put it in development phase, the whole things, ataupun some of it nak masukkan ke dalam implementation phase. Okay, so more or less it depends on the judgmental of the researcher involved. Alright. Okay, so itu adalah kita punya kuliah ke? No, it's sharing session. Okay, this is my share towards today. Jadi sampai situ je lah yang boleh di-share setakat ini. InsyaAllah dalam video yang akan datang, Sensei akan kupas lagi tentang the evaluation, and perhaps on the next video kita akan fokus on the summative evaluation pula, okay, ataupun kita pergi face by face ke and whatnot. Sebab sebelum ni pun dalam video Sensei dah ada juga content tentang analisis, tentang design, okay. Cuma development je lagi Sensei belum masuk. Jadi hopefully dengan adanya video ini, bila dah tengok sampai habis, hopefully bolehlah bolehlah sama-sama kita bermanfaatkan. Sekejap nak stop sharing dulu. Okay, bersama-sama kita memanfaatkan ilmu ini dan bolehlah share-share kepada sesiapa yang memerlukan. Alright? Okay. So, sampai situ saja perkongsian kali ini. InsyaAllah Sensei akan berkongsi lagi di video yang akan datang. Assalamualaikum. Bye.